I got a letter from the SEC last night.
Well, that was quicker than expected. I don't think it's for the reason that we think it is, though, but we'll get into that today. Because my most requested video as of recently is to take a look at what's been going on with Bitboy recently, as it seems like he's losing his mind. And honestly, I didn't think it was really necessary to make a video until he mentioned me by name at some convention in Miami. But if you're new to my channel, to catch you up to speed, roughly a year ago, I made a video on a cryptocurrency influencer by the name of Bitboy for promoting an outright scam by the name of Pam. His response was to then send multiple people to my house with cease of desist letters to get me to delete the video. When I didn't delete the video, he sued me.
Well, you've been served early. What are you doing?
I then recorded my video asking for help and then beelined it to the hospital because my significant other went into labor. It's safe to say that that was a stressful couple days, but we then raised roughly $200,000 and I had my firstborn son. Then out of nowhere, Bitboy goes onto a live stream and pulls out of the lawsuit because he didn't want to make it public.
We did not want this to become public. I guess when I decided to do this back in November, I wanted to keep this behind closed doors. I've had another lawsuit. It was behind closed doors and it worked out great. And I think that both parties were happy and it was settled and, you know, everything about it worked out. But yeah, so we are going to drop the lawsuit 100%. And I'm sorry this became public.
Interesting how you filed a public lawsuit, but you didn't want it to be public. The whole thing was just insane. But he actually kept his word and he stopped the lawsuit, and we didn't really hear too much from Bitboy Crypto until a couple weeks ago when FTX collapsed. And of course, in Bitboy fashion, he had this to say about FTX before it collapsed.
My name has been every day on this channel. I show you how to make money in crypto. Let's move on. Let's talk about the secret token, FTT. That is the token of FTX. Sam Bankman-Fried. Everything this man touches turns to gold. I don't know. Moon. There's a massive story out right now about FTX. FTT is potentially going to be one of the few coins I believe that could go up in the bear market. Now, I know that sounds crazy. I'm going to go deeper into crypto. You will get to reap some giant rewards. We could see FTT just absolutely rip.
Dude never misses. I mean, how to go bankrupt in one single move. You just put all your money into Bitboy Crypto's not financial advice, and then you just sit and wait. You'll be bankrupt in no time. But his energy towards FTX and Sam was very different after it collapsed.
Sam, I got you. I got you, Sam. I got you, Sam. I know you didn't think that, you know, well, I guess you thought I was just kidding when I said get ready. No, bud. No. Hey, I know everything. I may know more than Caroline, to be honest with you. Every one of your enemies, Sam, they've joined up underneath me. And any information that you see coming out, you bet your bottom dollar, or if you still have dollars, that is, that somewhere along that line,
it's like we're watching a supervillain character arc in real time. Then to add to this whole situation, he actually flew out to the Bahamas to harass Sam Bankman-Fried. I don't know what he was planning on really doing. It's not like he has the authority to arrest the guy. But at some point, he shifted his targets to Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank. The other day, I logged onto Twitter to see this tweet from Bitboy saying, "The fact is, Kevin O'Leary is a But to cover it up, just like his covering up his involvement and investment in FTX, I believe FTX investors need to file a class action lawsuit against Kevin for his involvement in the FTX cover-up and Celsius sabotage." I'm just baffled the dude actually tweeted that, so I quote tweeted it saying, "You sued me for saying way less than that." But he mentioned Celsius here, which was another project that collapsed with everyone's money in it, so I wonder what Bitboy said about Celsius.
Celsius, out of all of the DeFi projects, and I guess we could kind of get into it maybe in a few minutes about like CoinMarketCap not classifying you as DeFi. I don't even know what they use to classify, but you guys are the most solid. Like if you want to make money and you want it to be safe and you want it to be with a trusted entity and you want to be able to predict the amount of money that you're going to make, then Celsius is your go-to. I wouldn't say that about literally any other DeFi project. Like I feel like you guys are probably the #1 safest place to put your money in DeFi.
Oh, that aged well. He actually wanted to sue Celsius as well, but he realized he couldn't because of his own involvement promoting the project. And in a recent thread by Cam Cruz, he's alleging that Bitboy Crypto actually pulled out $1.6 million out of Celsius months before it collapsed. Bitboy's response to that was that he just moved a lot of business funds around and through Celsius. Proof we weren't confident in it and got screwed over like everyone else. So take that how you want, but the reason I wanted to make this video is because he actually mentioned me by name at a convention in Miami.
They changed the smart contract. It was a totally different project after we released the video. A guy, Atozy, makes a video about me. In the video, he literally accuses me of doing sponsored content without disclosing. That was the one thing we wanted him to just remove. That's all we wanted him to remove that. That was a lie and it was false. And yet it turned into a narrative of people attacking me nonstop because of a lawsuit, because someone told 9 truths and 1 lie. Where's the accountability for the lie?
Well, see, the problem there is Bitboy just admitted to promoting an undisclosed shill. CoffeeZilla tweeted, Bitboy said he didn't have undisclosed promos. They don't exist. I'll give you $10,000 if you can find an undisclosed promo. So Zach XPT finds one, Bitboy admits it's true, and now he might be backing out. Bitboy owes Zach $10,000. And Zach actually just DM'd me confirming that Bitboy just paid him for finding a undisclosed shill on Bitboy's account. So is that the reason he sued me? Well, it could be, but going back to that live stream where he called off the lawsuit, he also said that one of the reasons he sued me was because of my comments about the SEC in my original video. So for context, here's that clip.
After all, I'm not a financial advisor.
I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm making an 11-minute video on why you should buy this complete scam. It's basically inevitable that the SEC is going to get involved because like this cannot resist the urge to take that quick buck and just milk their audience for some extra money, even though they're self-proclaimed deca millionaires. Because this is what's currently going on. And this is exactly what he said on that live stream.
This was not about a slapstick lawsuit. I know that's what everybody says, right? It's frivolous. It's not frivolous. When someone implies that you can be in trouble from the SEC, that is not frivolous, guys. That's a very, very, very serious matter.
So that was what he said 3 months ago. So let's fast forward to this week, December of 2022. He's now claiming the SEC is after him.
I got a letter from the SEC last night. Don't know how long it had been sitting, waiting for me to get back. Gary Gensler has now came knocking at my door. Very scared, Gary. I'm very scared. I will start by giving you my reaction to the SEC letter from Gary Gensler. That's my reaction.
We don't really know why the SEC is going after him, if they actually are, but he's definitely not matching the energy he had at this live stream because this is outright picking a fight with them.
I ain't scared. I don't know if people can tell. These people are scammers. Gary Gensler is a scammer.
I don't know about you guys, but I would prefer to not pick fights with any 3-letter government agency. That just sounds like an awful idea. Overall, this is all just insane. But regarding what we talked about earlier, to be fair to Bitboy, few saw the problems with Celsius and no one pretty much saw FTX coming. Except for himself, he claims, and those claims were just publicly blown out of the water, which started with him tweeting, I know this is hard for you to believe, but politicians who barely understand crypto couldn't have possibly been expected to know FTX was a scam. A Twitter user by the name of Udi replied, how could they possibly know? You didn't either, and linked this clip from 9 months ago.
Number 2 and number 3, some coins I've been talking about a lot and speaking very favorably of, you gotta go with FTT and CRO. I really believe these 100%. They have shifted to long-term holds.
Bitboy then replied, bro, this is idiotic. Check the dates. I started unraveling the insolvency on September 16th. New information can change your opinion. I was full just like everyone else. The difference is you did nothing and I saved thousands of accounts. Show me one single instance of you saying the word insolvency about FTX before the implosion happened, and I will publicly apologize and change my name to Udi Bitboy for a full week. We intentionally didn't use the word insolvency because we didn't want to panic the market. We were working on an insolvency story with NBC a week before the CoinDesk leak. Our plan was to put it out by the end of November. We just wanted to prevent the Voyager acquisition in December. So let me get this straight. You knew that FTX was insolvent, and then you kept this information secret on purpose. Then you told your followers, no, I do not believe they are insolvent, in capital letters, days before the implosion. And now you're saying you saved them. Oof. It doesn't seem like he's the savior he's painting himself out to be. And now people are starting to call him out to his face at conventions, which is where this viral clip came up of this woman confronting him with Zach XBT's twit thread. And this was his reaction.
So guys, you can just go and check all the evidence posted by Zach XBT.
A thread from a year ago.
Okay? It doesn't matter whether it's a year ago, right?
Yeah, no, hold on. When you do
Please
this,
go and check all the evidence.
okay, so you're
Okay, can you let me stop reading now?
no, I don't have to back up with
Then why?
It's just something that I said.
You know
This woman is
Look at you. you're shaking. You know when people shake? Those are psychological evidences. We know when you're wrong. You shake.
Accusations.
Yeah, so I had to censor what he just called her, but he just out of nowhere started calling her that she did the worst thing possible with kids, simply because she brought up valid criticism. You know, very normal behavior, but hey, this bill he's talking about, it hasn't came out yet. Who knows when it's gonna come out, but when it does, I guess we'll find out if he's the real savior of crypto like he's claiming he is. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.